Did you miss me? Hey you guys, it's your girl Just Behave, and I am back with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about my BBL experience, y'all. Like, we're gonna get into the ins and the outs. We're gonna talk about everything. So if you have any questions, comment down below and let me know what you would like me to do, like a video on, which questions you want answered. We're gonna get into it because this is not for the weak. There's a lot of things that come with the BBL, and so you need to make sure you're ready, okay? So if you're doing it for yourself, don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel like you're attention seeking. Like, if you want to look down and see your coochie and not your gut, that's up to you. That's your prerogative. Nobody should make you feel bad for that, and you should do it for all the right reasons. So exciting, great girl got her body did. So before I go ahead and start, I'm just going to show you guys my body because I know that's what you want to see, not me. But okay, so basically this is how your girl's body looks, and I'll show some pictures. You see that? Period. Okay, but I'm gonna show you guys some pictures just so that you guys can see. And yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. But you see the waist, aka not there. You see the stomach is pretty flat. This is not paid. This is honest, this is true, this is the reality of everything that happened with me. So let's go ahead and get into the tea. Get you something to drink, girl, because it's a lot to talk about. All right, y'all, so when I first went to 305 plastic surgery, I booked, I'm gonna say in the fall of 2020. So when I booked, I just inboxed them on their page and I let them know that, you know, I would like to do a consultation for a procedure and I wanted to do a BBL. So later on that day, or probably the next day, I got a call from somebody and they told me that I would have to send in a picture, front, back, my weight and my height, and that they would get back to me and let me know if I would be a good candidate for the procedure. So I went ahead and sent the picture, and then I got a response back with the total. At the time, the price was $7,000. So they told me that I would have to pay a $250 deposit, and then I would have my spot locked in. When I booked, I let them know my height and weight, and you guys, I'm very tall, I'm 5'10". So if you're 5'10", then you know you might want to listen to this, or even if you like are plus size or not, or just over your BMI, because that is a common issue between us women. Like, we put on weight, we gain weight, we're not in the best shape. So at that time, I'm gonna go ahead and include the picture of how I looked. So I was overweight, I was over the BMI, and they told me like, hey, you would have to lose like 20 pounds, 30 pounds in order to do the surgery. So I paid my deposit and I was determined. I'm gonna get my body done, y'all, because I felt like I deserved it. I was going through so much stuff within myself, my confidence. I just was unhappy, and it wasn't because of like I wanted attention from a man or anything like that. It was just something that I did for self. So if you're doing it for yourself, don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel like you're attention seeking. Like, if you want to look down and see your coochie and not your gut, that's up to you. That's your prerogative. Nobody should make you feel bad for that, and you should do it for all the right reasons. I was working out, so I went to the gym, and I'll do a video about what I did to get to the proper BMI and everything. As the months went by, I was working out, eating good, and doing everything. Then boom, you guys, I caught COVID. So a month before my surgery, I ended up getting COVID. I got COVID and I was just so depressed because I had to stay. I was on a good roll, y'all. I was like literally taking my iron pills, doing everything that I was supposed to do, and then I got COVID. I got depressed. I was stuck in the house for 14 days, and you guys, it just went downhill from there. I ended up just not working out. I didn't do my lab work in time. It was just so many things going on. You guys, you want to make sure you do your labs in time, because I got rescheduled. And the reason why I got rescheduled is because my iron was really low. It's supposed to be like at a 12.6 or 12.5, and mine was at a 10. So the nurse who was there, she was very, very nice. I think her name was Valeria or something like that. She was like, look, your iron is low. The doctor isn't going to take your iron right now. You have to get your iron up. So I was just grateful that they, you know, were aware and they let me know like, hey, we can't do your surgery until you get your iron up. So I basically had 30 days from the time that I took that lab test, and I didn't have insurance, you guys, so I paid like $500 for those labs. So she was like, you got a couple of weeks, you better get your iron up, and then you can come back when you have it up. I went home and I was just like, no, I need to take some iron. I need to make sure I'm doing everything. So I went to go buy beets, I went to go buy iron supplements and everything. And the whole time I was taking iron supplements before, but I was taking them incorrectly. You want to make sure that you're taking the iron with vitamin C, or it's not going to properly absorb and your iron isn't going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to throw that in as a little tip, but we'll have a video about that later on. On to the other things. I got tested again, and then my iron was up, y'all. So I called, I was texting, I wrote like 30 different text messages to each and every number, try to get in contact with every department. I was like, my iron is up, I need to get this procedure done ASAP, period. So finally the nurse contacted me, and they tried to push me back to, she was like, oh no, we can do September. I was like, no sis, I got 30 days with these labs. The nurse told me that if I get my iron up, that she will see me and we gonna do what we gotta do. So then when I sent the message or whatever the case may be, they got back to me and they were like, okay, we got June 2nd. And I was like, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So I was too happy, y'all. So I'm rushing last minute, getting a, like, you know, a massage therapist, all of these things, getting me somewhere to stay. Because I live in Miami already, so it wasn't that bad. So I decided to stay home, but we're going to talk about that. When I got there, you guys, you have to be prepared to be there for hours on end. I was there because so many girls are being seen. They give you like a big old package that you gotta read and sign, documents, basically letting you know, like, basically if something happens to you, it is what it is, sis. We don't have insurance to cover whatever you got going on. So you gotta make sure you go up in there with some prayer. Okay, basically everyone was just there talking like, hey, what is your BMI? Hey, are you nervous? Hey, what's going on with this? Hey, my lab results. Like, everyone's just nervous, just talking from different places. Some people got canceled on because of their iron being low or whatever, what may have you. So you just have to make sure you're on point before you fly down to Miami and then your shit just not together. Like, I've seen people cry and everything because they've got turned down, and I was sad too when I got turned down. I was like, I told everybody I was getting a BBL and they canceled on me. Like, what am I gonna do? Literally. If you think that you're gonna meet Dr.William, sis, you're not gonna meet him. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. If you think you're gonna go in there during your consultation and meet him, you're not. Even with me, when I paid for my surgery, I paid for it the day of my pre-op because I just did not want to give them my money. I wasn't having it. I just heard all the things like, oh no, they didn't give back my money, da, da, da. I just was like, no. When I make it to pre-op, I will pay the final deposit, period. So my $250 rolled out all the way up until the day before my surgery, and I was not playing. And I decided to work out, eat healthy, and just change my lifestyle a bit. And if you already know that you're anemic, then you want to make sure that you're eating the proper things and taking in the proper supplements so that you can get your iron up. It was just a thing for me where I wanted to be safe. I wanted to be fully healthy before I got surgery. I didn't want it to be a thing that I had to worry about my health. I'm asthmatic as well, so I really wanted to wake up. I did not want it to be a thing where I was being lazy with myself, so I stopped smoking tobacco. I do smoke weed, y'all. I'm just being real. They didn't have a problem with me smoking weed. Like, I was positive for weed even the day before my surgery. I smoked even throughout the healing process. It was just a no tobacco thing. So if you smoke tobacco, like you wrapping it, or whatever the case may be, hookah, all that, you gotta cut that out. So I was doing no tobacco, but I was still doing my little ganja, you know. But you just want to make sure overall your health is A1, because you don't want to go into the surgery or go to any place, not even 305, because I was really grateful and happy that they were strict with like the lab results. I appreciated that they turned me away, and I was just like, maybe it's not the right time. I don't want to force it. I don't want to go crying in there because my iron is low and I'm trying to force them to do it, because you need your blood. With the amount of draining that you're going to do, you're going to realize like, damn, good thing, you know, all of my labs were together, because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, if I would have known like the process after the BBL would have been that process, I would have been way more prepared than I was. I didn't know that it was going to be that serious. When you call in those numbers, send text messages, leave voicemails. Try to be as nice as possible so that they can contact you back. You don't want to have like an attitude, especially if you're from out of town. Like, I live in Miami, so I could go drive down there and pop up. If you live in Kalamazoo, I don't think you want to call them with an attitude, because they're not going to answer the phone. So when you do get in contact with somebody, try to be as nice as possible, because it worked for me. Only time I had an issue is when my iron was low and I was trying to get that date, because the nurses just blew me off like, girl, I was like, hello, can I speak to Bella, Rita, Kohina, Lolita? I need to speak to whoever is above my file, because I need to let them know that this surgery is ongoing. And then you can't really be mad at the office, all plastic surgery places, unless you paying top dollar like $20,000, Dr. Gavami. You have to humble yourself, sis. They're not gonna answer the phone. You need to make sure you're going to somewhere that didn't kill anybody, because that was just my main concern. I didn't want to be cheap to where I was going to somebody that was gonna like just be careless, because there's a lot of places in Miami that'll be like, yeah, you can get your surgery tomorrow. Come on, let's go. Where's the payment? And it's bad. So I would recommend them, because I don't believe they have any deaths. I researched it. I was looking it up. I was like, I need to see who got the deaths and stuff like that, because I do not want to not wake up from the table. I don't want to go to a careless doctor. So those were the things that were going through my mind. I chose Dr. William because I liked his work. I wanted a natural look. And that's another thing, y'all. If you know that you already don't have like a good shape and he has to work with you, try to lose as much weight as possible. That way you can try to get the look that you want. But if you don't work out or do anything and then you're expecting an unrealistic look, I don't think Dr. William would give it to you. I'm being real. Even with me, like when I first got out of surgery, I was like, this is not giving what it's supposed to give. My friends were like, I don't see a difference. And I was just like, me neither. Like, but then when I looked at my pictures, I was like, girl, he did what he had to do, period. But yeah, you guys, this was my experience at 305 plastic surgery. And yeah, y'all be easy.